Okay, let's move right to number 4, proclamation and presentation. Council and city manager issue encouraging statements and recognize staff. Mr. Coffman.
Well, I just want to acknowledge all the hard work that went into partnering with the Chamber for their 50th anniversary for their fireworks and 4th of July celebration. They did a fantastic job, and our people worked with literally tens of hundreds of hours in the pre-planning stage. Our staff met with them. You know, every department basically is involved in that, and the leadership that are in this room had a big part in that. And after the fact, you drive down the street after the parade the next day, it's clean. Staff's been out working. It's just incredible, all the teamwork that goes into a big event like that. And this is the first year that we've actually had the technology to estimate how many people actually watch the parade from the street based on cell phone data. We don't know who they are or anything like that, but there's data points that we're able to gather, and we had a tremendous crowd. We'll get a report on that later, but the bottom line is every aspect, I mean, even the security that goes on behind the scenes. I know you saw police out working. There are other police sitting there watching videos and monitoring traffic and people, and it's just incredible, all the teamwork that goes on for this event. And this is I believe one of our largest events that we host in the city, and certainly brings a lot of tourism to town, not only for our hotels and other things, but friends and family tourism. They come, they party in our city and watch the fireworks, and they spend their money at the restaurants and the grocery stores, and it just goes on and on. And the vendors even on the square that are there for the event prosper. And so it all works together. We couldn't do it without our valuable staff. I just want to thank each and every one of them. And some of them might have been lucky and been on vacation this year, but I know that our police chief, all of our department heads are here working and leading. And so hats off to y'all for your hard work. And I just want to acknowledge the great job that y'all did. Thank you.
Yeah, they're already going for the vacation schedule for next year. So. Other council? Well, I had just a couple of things. We have a lot on our consent agenda today, and I have no reason to believe that it won't be a consent agenda, but there's a couple of things on there that I did want to recognize very quickly, because you know, that we're not spending money today, but we have to appropriate that we might, if we are able to win these grants from the Texas Department of Transportation for the airport. Thank you, Cody. And also the grant designating us as a authorized representative to authorize a local parks grant application, and that one is one that Aaron has signed. So these are things that we may not see for 6 to 10 or 12 months, but the work has been going on in the backstage to make sure that these things get out in a timely manner. And just in case we don't talk about them tonight, I wanted to recognize you guys for the hard work that you do, that sometimes it's way out there before we see it.
I have one more that we need to recognize. Lance, our former Economic Development Director, worked hard with GrantWorks and has secured the city and the airport a $1.5 million grant to be used towards a road. And so it's huge. We're still working out the details. I know that there was a news release last week on it while I was actually on vacation, but I just talked to our consultant on that, and everything's moving forward. And anyway, celebrate that, and that's great success. Again, teamwork, and I know that other people had a part in that. For instance, our city engineer, Joanne, had to do the preliminary engineering on that grant, because if we hired an engineer to do that, then they would be precluded from bidding on the actual work. So we did that in-house, and then obviously staff worked with them and made that come to pass. So you know, celebrate that too. That's something that y'all probably don't hear about unless you saw the news release. So Thanks. But I wanted to recognize Lance for his hard work, even though he's not with us anymore, and he survived the hurricane in Houston. His first week there, he had no electricity for 7 days, and I said, well, that's what you get for leaving me. So